Welcome into Rock Painting 101. Today we are going to do another fun Zendoodle style design. I know I've shared the book before that I used. Oh, get it snuck in here. This one here. It's on one of our inspiration pages for rock painting books. And we're going to do a fun flower design. Now the end product of this looks so cool. I'm going to break it down step by step for you, and you can create this in a no time flat. It's very easy once you see how to break down the design. I've got a bunch more I'll share with you at the end too. I'm using this nice flat rock because you can see design very well, but I will show you when we're done. My daughter actually did one of these on just a regular round poured rock. So you can use any base coat you like. You could do this on white as well, but I like having the variation of colors inside of the design. So the first thing we're going to do is divide it up in almost a wavy checker pattern. So just start in one spot and kind of wave your lines from the top to the bottom. Now the size of your squares is going to determine the size of your flowers. So you can really do, a smaller amount of flowers if you want, or more flowers if you want. Just depends on how patient you plan on being. Now within each of these squares, we are going to create a flower. Now I don't worry about placing the actual center because I go back with white at the end to create our center dots. But you do want the petals to fill the square as much as possible. So I'll do one here and then I'll show it to you up close. So starting in the center, you're going to reach all the way out to the edges to create your petals. And you can have as many petals in each of your flowers as you want. I usually end up with between 5 and 6. You just want to fill your square as much as possible, like that. So see, we've got all those in there. So we're going to continue that through all these squares. I will speed it up. You'll be able to watch, but it won't take as much time. Once you have flowers across your entire rock, we're going to start filling in the outlines of the flowers. There'll be kind of these little triangles and little diamonds all over your rock that you're going to fill in. So you can kind of bounce around between a couple flowers, or you can focus on the outline of one flower at a time. Main thing is just take your time so you don't flood any black into your colored petals while you're working. So we're just going to go through. I'm going to outline one of them and it will spill over. A lot of times it will fill a space around the flower you're working on, and then it will kind of flood into the edge of another flower like that. So just work your way around, filling it all in, and you'll really start to see it come together as you work your way around. But see that one flower, we're completely outlined. So I'm just going to continue this. Again, I will do it fast so you can watch, but sped up. All right, once you've gone around your entire rock and filled in all the extra spaces, you'll see it starts looking really neat. Now you can decide on the edges whether you want to have some petals going all the way to the edge, or you can end up with a couple flowers that only have a few petals, and you can color in the areas with the black. That's totally up to you when you get to your edges. Like this one, I felt like the petals were getting lost, so I just went ahead and colored that in. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to take our white 1M and we're just going to dot in just little centers to our flower. I think the little white pop is a great contrast with the black. So just one little dot, or you could do 2 little dots like that. Depending on the flower shape, you can do 2. You could probably even get away with 3 if you wanted to. But if you've got kind of a big area in the center, you can add a second one, or if your flower ends up looking kind of wide, you can put in that second one if you want to. This only takes a second to go around. And it's finished. Now you could take black and have the black cascade over the edges a little bit further. I'll do that in my final touches, but you don't need to watch that. You can use a brush and some black paint or a paint pen to kind of go down the side. I just like to have a nice solid finished edge. I'll plop a picture on right here now so you can see how that kind of changes the overhead look of it. I've got a few other finished rocks here that I'm going to share with you, including one that if you follow the channel, you know my daughter V likes to paint as well. So she's going to share hers with you. Go ahead.
Well, this is my rock. My mom did just a little bit of it, and I finished the rest.
Yeah, I did the outlines and you filled it in.
Smushed that a little bit, but it's okay.
Yep, overall it looks really good. Place it right there, and we're going to show off the rest.
My mom doesn't.
Go ahead.
Never mind.
Okay. All right, so here's a few other ones. Now, like I said, I was doing these on my flat rocks just because I had some that already had some fun base coats on them. But see, you can do them on a round rock as well. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. We'll leave you something else fun to do next. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And we appreciate all the comments and love on all of our posts. Thanks for watching. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.